Okay, today is October the 6th, 2021. This will be our second video. Before I start, I'd like to say a couple things. Number one, um, I know some people are more advanced than what I'm showing, and I guess the recapitulation will do you well. It always does me good to go over things. Secondly, the stocks that I'm using or showcasing in this video, I don't know anything about these stocks. I picked them for illustration purposes only. Let me say that again. I picked them for illustration purposes only. Okay? Having said that, let's get started. Charts are simply a visual way to look at price action. Some people use historical price data and some people use both. I have Google up. I'm going to show you how to find historical price data on Yahoo. We're going to go to Finance, and we are going to select Apple, AAPL. And if you look at my cursor, we're going to go from the summary over to where it says historical data. And this is what we call historical data. It's the actual number that the stock opened at, closed at, how high it got, and how low it got. And you could change that to whatever frequency you want, daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly. Okay? This is the alternative to looking at charts. Okay? So now we won't review that anymore. Okay? Okay, when I start picking a stock, the first thing I do is look at a stock that's in an area I might be considering to buy it. There's no use to picking out any stock that's not even at a price point where you're interested in it, because it's a waste of time. So the first thing I do is decide would I be willing to buy it at that point if things look okay. And those are the charts I look at. Okay? I look at my yearly chart first, so I get my long-term trend. I look at the quarterly chart, which is every 3 months. The candlestick would be every 3 months. I look at the monthly chart, which one candlestick is a month. I look at the weekly chart, which one candlestick is a week. And I look at the daily chart. Okay? The daily chart helps me hone in where I want to purchase. And I can actually see what the recent activity on the stock is. Okay? And let me say this. That's why it's important for you to learn how to read candlesticks, because they're very helpful. Okay. What we're going to do today is basically just draw some things on the chart that you'll need for due diligence. This chart here, I use for support and resistance. As you can see, I'm going to go over here and get a line. I'm going to draw that line there. That is a resistance line. And I'm going to call this one a support line. And there's another support line at the bottom here. So that's resistance and support. As you know, resistance is the point to where the price seems to not want to go any higher. And support is the price where the price seems to not want to go any lower. Okay? The second thing we're going to do is show a price ranging. Okay? This is a good chart to show price ranging. I'm going to show you right here. You see that's the lower range part of the range, and this is the upper part of the range. You can see the price going between those 2 points. Some people, they buy it here and they try to sell it here, but that's price ranging. The third thing that we're going to go through is price basing. You can actually see here that price is based for a long period of time. It started right here. You can see it. That's where it started. And even to this day, you can see right here it's basing. You can see what it's doing. It's a long base. Now, let me say this again. If there are any words that I'm using that you don't understand, please go to investopedia.com or Google it and understand the meaning of the word, okay? Now we're going to be looking at price reversal. You can see this price of this chart was in a downtrend from here. The downtrend was from here to actually here. That was a downtrend. And then you see what it did, it reversed. It reversed. That's what you look for when you look for a chart reversal. If you're interested in a chart that's in a downtrend, what you should be looking for is a reversal. And I want to bring to your attention that if you see right here, it looked like the chart, if I'd have drawn the trend line here, it looked like it broke the trend line, came back down and touched the trend line. In fact, I'm going to move it to show you. Okay. Here's the beginning of the downtrend. Now I'm going to create a parallel trend line, draw it here. Now you can see right here, it broke the trend line. And you have to be careful when the chart breaks the trend line. But this one did. It broke the trend line. It went up for a couple of days and came back down. It challenged this low right here. That's what it did. It challenged that low. Okay? And it took off to go up. But that's what we're looking for when we're looking for a stock that is reversing. That is going from a downtrend to an uptrend. Okay, this is what we call a rising trend line. I'll draw it for you so you can see it. Typically what most investors do, they draw one trend line and then they get a parallel trend line out of their menu and see if it fits the other way. That's what we call a rising trend line. And one thing I want you to notice about this rising trend line, look at my moving averages. They're fanned out and beautiful. The green is my 8-period moving average. The yellow is my 20-period moving average. The blue is my 50-period moving average, and the red is my 200-period moving average. We call that God. Okay, I'm going to kind of blow this up a little bit so you can see the moving averages better. Okay. This one is a downtrending. This one is a downtrending price action. So what we're going to do first, we're going to draw our trend lines. Start trending down right here. We're going to select, create a parallel line, and we're going to fit that one to the top. It's a downtrending trend line. And if you notice, it broke the trend line, and then the price moved lower to challenge this low. Price over here, after it broke it, it moved lower to challenge this low, and then it took off. Okay, what we're doing is called price action interpretation. And last but not least, this is a moving from a downtrend to a range. You can see here, price was in a downtrend here. And then it moved into a range, okay? Now, the other thing I want you to notice about this chart, this is my volume. Volume helps us understand if there's more buying or more selling of a company, right? Look at all the green here. It looks like there's way more buying. Okay, here where you had the red, there was a lot of selling, and look what the price did. Look at the green. It looks like there's accumulation taking place. And look how the price is stable to kind of moving up. Okay? Down here are my sector. The orange is my sector line, and the yellow is my industry line. So remember, learn the meaning of sector and industry and how they relate to each other. Okay? This is going to conclude the video number 2. But I would like to say you've noticed how easy it was for me to show you those things in Telechart. Telechart 2000, I've been using it since 1998. And now it's a web-based program. So it allows me to manipulate prices, data, draw trend lines, range lines, and do the things I need to do to evaluate a stock. It will do much more than that, okay? So anyway, I hope you have a good day. This is the end of the second video. I will email you the writing along with the homework. Thank you.